Hello, welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and yes, I am here after a couple weeks hiatus. A lot has happened. We'll talk about that during the stream. But the purpose of tonight's stream is putting this guy together. It's set 75326, which is Boba Fett's throne room. I think the set looks cool. I have seen some criticisms of it online, but we're just going to go ahead and put this together today. So you guys can hear me okay? Alright, yeah, I'm sorry. Everything was unplugged and I had to reset it back up. Hello John and hello Mrs. Chip. All right. So, in keeping with my dumb dad jokes, I've got one for you. And that is, I can't find my Gone in 60 Seconds DVD. It was just here a minute ago. So tomorrow's video is going to be an update of the stuff that's been going on, and there is some good stuff to tell. I will tell it here in the stream, and I will tell it again on the video. So, if you've been following the channel, and if you haven't, hello Greg, how you doing? I've been looking for a country home, and I found one, and well, of course that means I have to sell this home. And the good news is I got a full offer on the house, and we went ahead and accepted that about an hour ago. So we are on the pathway to continue to buy the other house. And the house sold in 4 days, and it sold for full price. So I'm not gonna complain. And hello Toka Blossom, how you doing? We're building Boba Fett's throne room. Yeah, and my one of my dumb jokes is that my son got mad at me when I told him the sky's the limit because he wants to be a astronaut. So, could you say hi to me? Sure. Hi, Toka Blossom. And hey, cow, Brickable cow, the Brickable cow. And hey, how you doing, Cajun Yeti? And Cajun, I'm going to run this for about an hour, and then I'm going to jump onto your stream if I'm still welcome there. I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm doing great. You know, I got word today that full price offer came in, and we accepted it. So this house is, well, it's not officially sold until the closing date, but it's under contract. So, and yeah, Legos is it's a great hobby, man. You said Toka says me and my brother both love Legos, or Lego, excuse me. Say hey, Click and Cliff, how you doing, man? I hope each of you are having a great day. I got a lot of work ahead of me now. I'm going to try to get back into the live streams and the videos, and you know, just keep them up as I can in between moving. And I got a little bit of a crazy thing I got to do where the guy buying this house actually wants it a day before I close on the other house. So I got to stick everything in storage temporarily. I already have one storage unit full of Legos, and I got to get another one so I can fill it up with household goods. So I'm going to be busy, but I'm trying to get it all done. And Brickable Cow says, I'm using the pieces from my order right now, updating my farm layout. Hey, that's cool, man. And thanks for ordering from me. I appreciate that, man. And I did have a little bit of a debate back and forth on whether I was going to keep my Bricklink store. At this time, I think the best thing for me to do is to keep adding inventory and to keep my store open. So, you know, I'm just not comfortable with how things are, and I can't really speak to it, but my job's kind of shaky right now, and I'm already established on Bricklink, so I'm going to keep building that up so that if I need to rely on that full time, I can. And Cajun Yeti says, I have that set. What do you think of the set, Mr. Yeti? And oh, it says, oh, now you're really moving. This is actually fun to watch. It's nice that you interact with people watching when you build. I do my best. I know sometimes I kind of get so distracted that I don't finish my sentences, and I apologize. I'm not mental, but I may act like it sometimes. But anyway, yeah, I'm just happy to have us under contract, and you know, from here on out, I can focus on packing up and selling off some of my Bricklink stuff, so that I don't have to move so much. The kind of cool thing though about I don't like the fact that my stuff has to go in storage, but there is an advantage to it, and that is, you know, besides like getting the beds and a few dishes there, I'm not in a hurry to move. It just stays inside the storage unit until I have time to get it, and the storage isn't that expensive. So, you know, I'll do a load every now and again, and I'm probably going to go out and buy myself a trailer that's covered so that I can move more stuff, you know, quicker. Kind of got a game plan, you know, in my mind here how it's going to go. And Cajun Yeti says, I haven't built it yet. Okay. Yeah, I bought this one technically before it was released, because the store I went to had it, and I just, with all the moving, I haven't been able to get to it, but I'm grateful to be able to do that tonight. Oh boy, sorry. I just tried to read a joke, and it was so dumb I can't even do it. Sorry guys. I'm not gonna like bore you guys with dumb jokes. Like, I like my dumb jokes, but some jokes are just too dumb. And that one was just too dumb. So, hey John, how you doing? And glad to see you all. No, the Cajun Yeti is not Jenny, although he does wear a dress on occasion. And if you want to know about that, Cajun Yeti and I, we've been friends now for a few months, and he had a challenge on his channel, which is called the Cajun Yeti, and when he got to 500 subscribers, he did a live stream where he wore a dress, so that's where that comes from. And that's actually one of the reasons I enjoy watching the Cajun Yeti's channel, because and I do join him for live streams occasionally, and it's because you just never know what you're gonna get. He's a pretty funny guy. And Click and Cliff, who was on here a second ago, he also has his own channel, and I was on his live stream last night for a little bit. I think it was last night. I don't know, lose track of everything. And what are the upcoming sets you're looking forward to getting? I'm actually a little behind, because everything that happened, you know, with the move and all that, I still need to get the Dark Trooper helmet, and I did buy the Luke Skywalker one. I didn't really buy it because I wanted that one. It's just because I want a full set when I'm done, and I already have the other one, so I went ahead and got it. And what's the other Star Wars? Oh, the Mandalorian helmet. That's another one I want to get. There are some Jurassic Parks that I want. And that's mainly because my city is going to have a movie studio layout, and with the addition of this what do you call it, this pole barn that I'm getting with this house, I'm going to be able to change the layout. It's going to be much bigger. Originally, I was only going to have one movie thing, but now I think I'm going to have a couple. And so, Jurassic Park is one of those themes that I hope to be able to put into my city as one of the movie themes. And I also want a Harry Potter, Indiana Jones, like movie sets. Maybe even a Star Wars one, because I want to include as many pieces as I can. Yeah, I like let's see, Toka. I like the Lego set that's Boba Fett's head. I have that one. Well, actually, it's packed up now. See, I want to say it's over here, but it's not. All right, now, this one's probably going to get me in trouble with YouTube, but I had a great joke about COVID, but I don't want to spread it around. And here's another one. Why does Waldo wear a striped shirt? And that's because he doesn't want to be spotted. I told you they were bad. All right, let's dump out bag number 2 here. And I'm just grateful the house is under contract, because that's a whole lot of stress that's just gone now. I got some people that I know here that can help me get this house together, or emptied, I should say. So I won't have to do it all on my own. So, John, you cracked me up. I've never heard of a pole barn until I met you. I thought it was something nasty. Well, I mean, I guess if you wanted a nasty pole barn, you could have one. But that's certainly not what I got going on. I got to be careful now. Mrs. Chip is on here. You know, I can't confess all my sins. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally playing around. Yeah, this pole barn's huge, 2,400 square foot. So I'm going to be able to have quite the setup when it comes to, you know, my whole entire setup layout for the city. And also, it's awesome because I've got all these sets that I want to display, and I can. So, Greg says I had to do maintenance on my AT-AT today. Yeah, you know, I don't know who did it, because we've had about a dozen people in the house over the weekend. But when I got home from one of the showings, one of the side panels on the AT-AT was on the floor. It wasn't broken, it was just on the floor. And then when I carefully put it back in there, I was quite disappointed. 2 of my minifigure snow troopers were gone. And I have cameras on the outside of my house, so I was able to see that, you know, people were coming in here with children, but I don't know which one it was, and that's something that easily fits in a pocket. The good news is I actually had 2 figures left over from all the battle packs that I bought, so when I get unpacked on the other side, all I gotta do is find it, and I'll be able to replace those figures. But yeah, you know, kids, the legs, huh? What happened with the legs, Greg? What is that commercial? She's got legs. It said, you know what I'm talking about, the old TV commercial. Anyway, those legs are pretty cool. I like how they have a little thing. Toka Blossom, do I have any pets? I have 2 cats. And neither one of them really bother the Legos at all. In fact, they don't even try to jump on my city layout. So really grateful for that. Really grateful. Because it could be a disaster. But neither one of them are even interested in it. I had a dog for a short while, and from what I understand, I might be getting them back when I get this new place. So I hope I do. One of them was loose. Yeah, Greg, that's kind of the problem with the legs. They are sturdy, but not that sturdy. They're kind of an oddity. I've had to adjust them a few times. Even when I don't move it, it just sitting where it's at, it just wants to fall apart all the time. But Greg, I hope you don't mind me mentioning. Greg actually he won an AT-AT off me, the Ultimate Collector Series. I got myself into a slight predicament where halfway through the building I had to leave for a business trip, and I didn't want to let you guys down because I was going to be gone for 10 days. So when I got to the place where my business trip was at, I bought a second AT-AT, and without anybody knowing, I built it to the point where I had it here at home and continued to build while I was on my business trip. Well, when I come home and I had the other one shipped to me, I don't need two of them. So did like a little drawing, and Greg came out the winner, and Greg's the proud owner of that AT-AT. And I always love seeing that, Greg. I see that in our Facebook groups, different Facebook groups that we're a part of together, and sometimes I see pictures of it, and it makes me smile when I know, how you got it. And also, Greg, I appreciate your support. Of course, I appreciate everyone's support, but just saying. And Toka Blossom cats are cute, and that's good. They don't break any label. Yeah, they don't even chew on them. They do nothing. I mean, their hair gets on it because, well, cats shed, but other than having to get a little bit of hair off there once in a while, it's not bad at all. And we used to have 3 cats, but unfortunately, my favorite one, Will, he passed away in October. He liked to sit on the Legos, but he was kind of funny because he would only sit like in the intersections where there were no cars. He never tried to break anything, never chewed anything, but he liked to be up on the table when I was building, which is kind of cute that he always wanted to be with me. And he says that chicken on the rod looks tasty. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? I do like those. I've got quite a few of those in my personal collection. And it feels kind of weird to be without it because I'm so used to like looking around this room, and I'm so used to seeing like these cabinets on the walls and in the hallway, and right now I have nothing. I literally have nothing. So it's just so weird, and my house echoes a little bit too, whereas it used to not echo. So, And Greg says, I got the Hoff AT-ST to go with it. Yes, that is a good one. And as you know, Greg, I put that one together here on the channel. I do like that one. What's really funny is how they made a set out of it, and literally, it's only in the movie for like, 2 seconds, if even that. It's like barely in there. So, but you know what? I'm glad they did it. But it's just funny they even took the time to do a Hoff one, because they already have a indoor one with the battle bunker thing, and the shield generator bunker. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. See, I have to, when it comes to my dad jokes, I have to print them off off the internet, because the jokes that I know are the kind that get me in trouble and kicked off of YouTube. So I gotta pull dad jokes off the internet so I don't get in trouble. I'm not trying to get thrown off of YouTube, and that kind of worries me, that my phone going off because with everything happened. Oh, okay, that's what that is. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Yeti. I appreciate that. He sent me a link to his live stream coming up here in a little bit, and I am certainly going to be a part of that. And if you guys have time, I'd love to see you over there. Like I said, Mr. Yeti's a funny guy. He's a former veteran, former veteran. He is a veteran, I'm sorry. Former military would be the proper word. Just an alright, good guy. Well, John, it's not really that much of a fixer-upper. The house is only 13 years old that I'm moving to. It does need some work, but nothing major. So it's just a matter of me working on it. Most of it I can do myself. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do most of that myself. I've got some projects outlined of what order I'm going to get them done in. So not too bad. And it looks like I missed a couple pieces, probably because I'm yakking away. But that happens all the time. I constantly have to go back and fix stuff. And John always gets a kick out of it when I do that. But yes, send it to me. What kind of dog was it? Taco Blossom? Or Toka Blossom. I'm sorry, not Taco. See, this is what happens when you're tired. And I admit I am tired tonight. I have done, oh man, this whole weekend was a blur. Going here, going there, helping my sister out because she let me stay with her because I vacated the house while it was being viewed because I did not want to like be in the way and have to keep leaving with the pets and all that. So anyway, I stayed with my sister, and she was gonna buy a piece of property out in the sticks, and I went to go look at it with her, and I was able to point out some things that I didn't think she'd be happy with, and just my honest opinion and knowing her. And plus, the guy selling it was kind of shady. Well, not kind of, he was shady. He had 3 liens on the property and tried to fake like he didn't know about it, and tried to get her to close without a title company so they couldn't find them. And it was just a raw deal. And after considering everything she told me, she said, what would you do? And I said, honestly, I'd walk away. I wouldn't even deal with this guy. And so she got a hold of him and tried to do a little friendly banter and kind of learned some more information about it. And he just went off on her about the liens and about her using a title company and all that. And she just said, you know what, I'm done. So anyway, I'm glad to help her get out of that situation. And let's see. Greg says, I'm going to the IBEW to enroll. And that's the electrical school, right, that you've been talking about, if I remember right. And I'm just going to call you Blossom if it's okay. Another note on pets. I have a dog and she never ate. All right, and I did ask about what kind you answered in there. My dog's name is that Cola? And she's a Maltese poodle. Okay, so she's not she's not a large dog. I mean, she ain't small, but she, okay, all right. Kind of dog that I had, well, I've had a couple different dogs. My favorite dog I ever had was an Alaskan Malamute. He was, whoa, he was 105 pounds. He was a big guy. Awesome dog. Very gentle with the kids. Loved them. But anyway, I am an animal lover all around. They're good, and they're nice to have around because they're comforting, and they're the kind of friends that don't let you down. Now, I'm not trying to be negative there and say friends are automatically going to let you down. I'm not saying that, but you know, if you're a dog owner, you just know your dog's going to love you regardless. So it's an awesome feeling to have them. And Greg says, I got 3 dogs, 2 Rottweilers, German Shepherd mix, and a Yorkie. All right. Well, my sister-in-law used to have a Yorkie, and this particular Yorkie, now I don't think all Yorkies like this, just this one. He was a little off in the head. And I used to call him a dorky. And it used to upset my sister-in-law. And I think once I found out that upset her, I think I said it even more. But that was, of course, 20 years ago. I'm a little more mature than that now, but not a whole lot more. All right, let's I gotta pay attention here because I'm so busy chatting. I'm not sure I'm gonna put this together right. Oh yeah, and John, you do have a beagle, yeah, Rue, and she howls. That's awesome, dude. And you know, guys, if I do end up getting Enzo back, he's a Malamute German Shepherd mix, and if I do end up getting him back when I move, like my sister's saying, she'll give him to me. I'll make sure to show him on the channel. He's a real cute dog, loves to howl. He's got a great, gentle personality. He's a gentle giant, if you will. And the other thing, I'm toying with the idea of getting StreamYard so that people like the Yeti and Click and Cliff can join me on the live streams and liven it up a little bit. They're good guys, good sense of humor. Try to keep it mostly clean. I mean mostly. All right. And thanks, man. Blossom says the building looks good so far. I like it. Like I said, online I've heard a little bit of criticism because people don't like the roof. I think it's all right. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna knock it any because the roof isn't perfect, and I'm not even sure it's not perfect. I haven't seen it built yet, so I'm just going off what I've heard on the internet. And well, I gotta tell you about that. Like I posted my house on the internet and on Facebook groups, a couple of them around here, and the comments that I got were so negative. People were like, "Yeah, right, that house will never sell for that price." And it's like, you don't really know prices around here then, because the neighborhood that I'm in, houses are selling, and they're selling for what I consider to be a little too much, but it's great for me, right? Because I'm selling, not buying. Anyways, my house sold in 4 days, and you know, and it sold full price. So as far as trolls go, whatever. Be right back. Rejoin the stream. All right. Appreciate your support so far, and if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button if you haven't already. But of course, only hit it if you think I'm doing a good job. If you don't think I'm doing a good job, don't even bother. But hopefully you think I'm doing a good job. And hopefully I am doing a good job. All right. I always like, it's kind of hard to show you this, but I'll try. I've always liked these little like data pads here. And John says, I know my house doubled in value. Yeah, my house didn't double in value, but it did. It was only 2 years, but boy, it sure the heck went up quick, and it went up a lot. So I'm good with it, you know. And it's a family with 5 kids that bought my house, and this house currently has 5 bedrooms. It has room to put a 6th one if you wanted to. I currently just use it to store boxes, but you know, it can be done. So I think that was the appeal of this house. It is hard to find a house with more than 4 around here. Most houses just only have 4 bedrooms, and I got 5 and room for a 6th. So I'm glad that my house worked out for these guys, and I really hope they can make this a good home, and I hope they enjoy it as their home for their family. I know my family's enjoyed it. The one I bought here, I am talking about. Oh, all right. I'm not following, John, but maybe that's just because I'm a little slow. And I am a little slow, I'll be honest, man. Especially when I'm just this dog and tired. And I know you guys see me drinking bangs a lot. I've decided to stop drinking them. So I don't have any more in the house. So when I'm tired, I'm just going to be tired. It's just one of them things where I just realized that, you know, I already have heart problems. The last thing I need to be doing is loading down with a bunch of caffeine and get myself sick, or even worse, a heart attack or something. So I gave it up. I'm done with it. All right, well, let's put on the rest of this. All right, here's one of the dumb dad jokes that I ran across over there. I hope I don't mess it up because I'm doing it from memory. And that is, what did the buffalo say? Oh, gosh. I did mess it up already, guys. Shoot. Oh, yeah. What did the buffalo say to his boy when he went off to college? And the answer is really dumb. It's bison. Bison. Alright, let's jump out bag number 4. And I've been drinking Cajun coffee. Will the Cajun Yeti be happy about that? He's still here. Oh, the value of your house there went up big time. Well, that's awesome, John. I know my house out there is not going to go up in value as much as it will here, but I'm okay with that. I didn't buy this house so much as an investment as I did as a property to be more self-reliant. I want to be able to grow my own food and have a couple animals to have around so that I can raise them and have them processed, and that way I know what goes in them. So, and I'm not going to be feeding them full of growth hormones and stuff like that because I'm not in it for profit. So, that's the main reason I did it. And I'm going to have a very, very large garden. Wow, it just feels weird, guys. It just feels weird. I know I already said this, but like just having the house under contract now, it kind of makes it feel like it's not home anymore in a way. But I don't actually close till the end of April, so I got a little bit before it happens. But we'll see. You know, if everything goes according to plan, I'll be in my new place in the beginning of May. I'm going to run and get that second storage unit tomorrow, and I'm going to start loading stuff in it. And you going to Florida? Are you going to Disney World or something, or just I guess what part of Florida? Let me ask that. Let me not assume nothing. Hard to believe we're already on bag number 4 because we are going to be on. There's only 6 bags in this, and we're at 5:30, so we might, or 5:30 my time. We're 30 minutes into the stream. I usually like to go about an hour, so I think there's a pretty good chance that we're going to be able to finish this in one thing tonight, which wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad at all. Oh, and the other reason that I really would like to get this country home is because I'm going to have to do work around the house. So hopefully that'll help me in my endeavor to be more healthy and be able to maintain a better weight than I have been. Gainesville and Orlando. Okay. And if I remember right, Disney World's near Orlando, right? Gainesville, I think I know where that's at. I used to have a daughter who lived in Orlando, so I'm not completely familiar with the area, but doing good. I mean, I know the general area. And speaking of travel, Mrs. Chip will be going on a trip here at the end of the week. She is going to go see grandbaby number 2, which, boy, you know what? So much has happened since I've been off of here. I forgot to mention that. Grandbaby number 2 was born about 2 weeks ago. So now we got 2 granddaughters now. So anyway, it's fun to be a grandpa. And yes, I do get that often that I don't look old enough to be a grandpa. And I appreciate that if you think that. And even if you don't think that, I still appreciate you. I don't know what this is right here, but it's part. Oh, it looks like it's part of the roof. And Wish I had the yard for a garden. I hate associations. Yeah, I don't like them either. That's one of the reasons I'm leaving. And Panda says hello, and hello right back at you. How you doing? I'm doing great, having a great day over here. And that also means, guys, that I'm going to have to redo my whole entire idea of what my city layout's going to be, because with all that space, it's just not going to be the same. And I wanted to do Mills plates anyways, so this is the perfect chance to do Mills plates. Alright, so we put the roof on here, and I'm not sure what's next. Let's just keep going. And if you don't know what I'm babbling about, that's okay, because I don't even know what I'm babbling about either. I'm just kidding. I do too. Have you seen the trailer for Kenobi? Yes, I have. And again, I don't know what it is. Online, I've seen a lot of people complain about it. I didn't think it was that bad. I actually thought it was pretty good. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I hope it ends up being great. A lot of the Star Wars series has, especially like The Mandalorian. I enjoyed that. I have to do everything in raised planters. I want to plant scallions, herbs. That's what. Oh yeah, and I'm going to do raised planter boxes too, because I like the fact that it helps drain the soil better, so you never have too much water in the soil. Coming together, guys. It's coming together nicely, actually. Kathleen Kennedy is all over it. Well, yeah, there's been a lot of criticism of her, and I admit I feel a lot of it's justified. I've heard she's kind of not kind of. I've heard she's difficult to get along and work with, but I wouldn't know because I've never worked with her, so that's just rumor, really. All right. Okay, well, and this is the first time I've ever seen a Technic connector that is yellow. Usually they are black or blue, or not. No, blues are different. Either light bluish gray or black. Sorry, I couldn't think there for a second. And episode had to be rewritten because she declares it's too dark. Yeah, I didn't know that, John. I don't know about this particular series. I had heard rumors a while back that they were gonna give her the boot, but I guess they didn't, because she's still around, right? And I'm not saying that she should have got the boot. I don't know. There's a lot of criticism out there. Okay. And I think, yeah, I did. I missed that right there. Okay, so now we have bag number 5. And Greg, I would love to see Indiana Jones 5. Do we know if Harrison Ford is going to be in there, or is he done with that? I love these little Gamorrean guards, the little piggies. There was one thing I learned about the property I'm buying I didn't like. I'm not allowed to have pigs. And I was looking forward to it. I wanted a couple pigs. But nope. I can have other animals, just can't have pigs. And there we go. Speaking of pigs, there we go. So he's part of the action, and then we got the other character to build here. And he is in there. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know, Greg. I haven't followed that too closely. I think perhaps my most favorite story about Harrison Ford in real life is that he is a pilot in real life, and there was a Boy Scout several years ago that was lost, and Harrison Ford piloted a helicopter in a search and rescue for this Boy Scout, and he actually found the Boy Scout and gave him a ride back. And of course, I was thinking, you know, what would it be like to be a 13, 14-year-old kid? And Harrison Ford finds you when you're lost and gives you a ride back. Now that is a story to be told over and over. Pretty cool. And only time will tell, John. She's still there though. Yeah. And John says Gamorrean. Yes. I might be saying that wrong, but. I did not like that part in Return of the Jedi when one of those Gamorrean guards fell down in the Rancor pit with Luke Skywalker. And, there was no attempt to save him, and they had time because they let the Rancor out. He wasn't like in the pit with them when they first fell in, and I just thought, you know, I thought Jabba would be a better employer than that. And Mrs. Chip says, hello, done with the chores, emptying the truck bed that had horse and putting 3 new fence posts. Ah, boy. Don't give us that crap. Anyway. He's a carpenter too, John says. Yeah, Harrison Ford. I had heard that. But yeah, I think all around he's a good guy. Say it like the company, the Korean. I ain't gonna try it now. I'm sorry. I can't, man. Too tired. And I've already spent since we signed the offer. I've already put together a couple boxes, and I've got some boxes that are so old they kind of collapsed on themselves, and so I bought new boxes, and I'm just going through and repacking stuff, and I'm actually finding I don't need some of that stuff, so I'm throwing it out too. And in real life, he's a jerk. You know, if this microphone could take the pitch of that voice and how loud it is, I would do a Bobcat Goldthwait impression when he's like, nah, that guy's a real jerk. And yes, I do know how to do it. When I used to work at Rena Center years and years ago, I used to call my boss on the phone sometimes in that Bobcat voice. Anyway. Gamorrean. All right. Well, guys, I during the packing up stage, my brother-in-law was over here, and he helped me gather all my loose Lego sets that I haven't put together. You know, one's still boxed up. I guess you could say not loose. And yikes, I've got way too many. And I mean way too many. So, plenty of material to do videos with and live stream. So, we're going to continue that. And then if I can squeeze in a few of the newer sets, if I can get them, I will do that as well. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to getting the helmets. And just in general, you know. Going to continue to buy pieces so that I can spruce up my city, so when I get to the other side of the move, I can jump right in and get it done, get it started. and we're going to do a lot of live streams on that, and I hope you guys enjoy that. And I will, yeah, don't encourage me, Jenny. I'm Mrs. Chip. Don't encourage me. She's heard me do the Bobcat. In fact, when we first got married, before we had kids, sometimes we would go around in the summertime with the car windows rolled down, and I would find a pedestrian and just scream at him in Bobcat's voice saying hi. And you should have seen how many people got weirded out or scared. Kind of a dumb juvenile thing to do, but hey, when you're 21 years old, well, it seemed a lot funner back then than it does now. And close, and I learned how to pronounce it with an audio book. Oh, that's cool, John. And I actually would have never known. I've had those little figures since I was a kid. So, actually, I've still got my box. Oh, no, I don't. That's put away too in storage. See, I gotta quit saying what I have because I don't have it no more. I used to have a little bucket, you know, the Kenner Star Wars action figures from the original Star Wars movies. So I still have them, they're just not here. But every time I think about it, I'm like, dang. And in fact, Greg one time, Greg and I was talking about it one time, and I sent him a couple pictures of the action figures that I have. And welcome back, Blossom. It's good to see you again. Yeah, I like to keep my live streams at about an hour, and that's it's about my limit. Sometimes I go a little over, depending on the build, but that's about my limit. And has anybody started watching the Boba Fett series? I have not. What happens when you're moving, you don't have time for much of anything, really. So I watched Mandalorian season 1 and 2. Oh, and John says more pics of Rue on my Instagram account. All right, cool, man. You ever thought about getting a second dog, John? Or is just one too much? Or enough? Or no, you don't want another dog? Okay, well, fair enough. All my friends say that it's so good, but I haven't watched it yet. You know, same with my friends. I'm part of a lug here in Utah, and I went to our lug meeting this last Saturday, and a couple of the guys were talking about it and how great they thought it was, but I haven't seen it yet either. John says Boba Fett is not as bad as anymore. Has it changed too much from what I've heard? Yeah, that would be unfortunate because I always thought of him as a kid as just one of the baddest characters. So yeah, that would definitely be a switch and an unwelcome one. But I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say. And John says one is enough. I can barely afford my stuff. Yeah. You know, I got a cat if anybody wants him. I I say that because he's not my cat. My son moved out in July, and when he moved out, he did not take his cat with him, so kind of inherited this cat. He's not a bad cat, but he's just very emotional, needy, and I don't got the time for him that he wants. Alright, so let me back this up a little bit so we can see this so far. Oh, there we go. And I probably need to adjust my camera, but I can't from here. We got one more bag, and we are done. So let's go ahead and bust that open and get started. It should have kept them neat. Well, I will say that when it comes to the Star Wars stories, I still haven't gotten over this, but I didn't like when Disney bought it because they pulled that crap that the books were not canon anymore. And I read over 100 of them, so there we go. These guys are called Quarren? It's like, yeah, I can't say that right. But that was kind of disappointing when they did that, because all that time I put into reading the stories, and then Disney buys it out and says, nah, we're not going with that storyline. Well, that's kind of nice, isn't it? Anyway. And I read, they had a Boba Fett series, Slave Trader, Merchandise. Oh, I can't remember. Good stuff, though. Good stuff. Alright, so this is going to be hard for me to show you, and I don't know why they're having me do it now. I got to put two bones inside here. My fingers barely fit. Yeah, they're in there, though. Alright, and then, again, they're having me shove these fingers and putting the rock thing inside the container. Oh, okay, I didn't see that. Go ahead and do that. We've got to hide some weapons. There's really not that much left. Alright. Let's get this done. No more mean characters and no more male white leads. Things, yeah. So, here's one for you guys. And I think I've told this joke before on this channel, but honestly, I can't keep track. Does anybody know why the stoplight turned red? Well, the answer is, you would too if you had to change in the middle of the street. And the other joke that goes right along with that is, do you know what the mayonnaise said to the refrigerator? Close the door, I'm dressing. So, like I said, they're not good jokes, but they're jokes. And they're YouTube community approved. Alright. Looks like we got roughly 70 pieces or so left, and then this will be done. And I don't really think of Boba Fett as someone who sits still long enough to have a palace. And thanks, John, for that. When it comes to hitting the like button, I do certainly appreciate that. It's always good. I was going to try to join Mrs. Chip to go see the new granddaughter, but my goodness, I did not realize how much plane tickets are. For a plane ticket to the East Coast, they're wanting almost $900. The last time I went to the East Coast, which was about a little over a year ago, paid about a little over 400. So I was really surprised when I pulled it up and it was that expensive. And unfortunately, that puts me out of the market or the ability to buy a ticket. So I will not be seeing the new granddaughter right away like I want to. But hopefully I can soon enough. Maybe they can come out and see me. And I didn't realize it's almost been an hour. Yes, it's been, yeah, 55. Whoa, wow. Well, yeah, I'm gonna kind of, as they say, put some stink on it. 6 watching, like, please, yes, please do. But only if you like it. If you don't, that's okay too. And let's see, set's almost finished. And how are my parents doing? My parents are doing okay. I know my dad's a little, I don't know if upset's the right word, but he doesn't want to see me move, and he said so himself a couple times here recently. The unfortunate thing is, I just I can't afford any land here in Utah. I've tried. Prices have gone up so much that it's just out of my price range. So the only place I can really afford a place with any sort of acreage is in Idaho. So that's where I'm going. I'm still going to come by and see my parents. We have our monthly family dinners, and we trade off, you know, who hosts the dinner. And so I'll still go. I'll still see him once a month. Health wise, my dad's doing pretty good. He had his knee replacement surgery now 2 years ago, and he's actually getting around a lot better. It was a really slow recovery, and he had a pacemaker put in, I don't remember, around Christmas time. And that really helped him out. He's really doing a lot better. So I'm just grateful that he has his military service, so he's got that TRICARE for Life program, which is really good insurance. Because I'm afraid if he didn't have that kind of insurance, I'm not trying to be melodramatic, but I'm not sure if he'd still be around. So they paid for a lot of things to keep that man alive, which is great because he's my dad, and I want him here for as long as I can have him. So, all right, let's itching. Okay. I don't understand what they're trying to illustrate there, but we'll go ahead and. Oh, I see what they're trying to illustrate there. And of course I didn't do it right, so let me go do this right. It's too bad you guys don't live closer. I would love to help with the move, and I'd pay in Legos. Promise I would. My mom's doing pretty good too. She's so ornery, I don't think she's ever going to leave this earth. And yeah, you can tell her I said that too. She'd probably get a big laugh out of it because I joke around with my mom a lot. So there would be no hard feelings if she heard that. Of course, it'd be really amazing if she even heard it at all, because she ain't hard of hearing. She's actually deaf, and she has been deaf for years, ever since she was 6 months old. So if she even heard it at all, I'd be very surprised. But she does read lips, so I can talk to her all the time. So yeah, but she knows that I joke around and stuff, and she'll joke right back with you. Okay, so let's make sure we have everything on here, just so we can finish up here. And I will do a review video, of course, here in the next couple days. All right, I'm gonna zoom the camera out just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Boba Fett Palace. We've got the minifigs here. Total 7. And that wraps it up, guys. And right at an hour. I appreciate it. What time is it for me here? It is now 6 p.m. I am on Mountain Standard Time. And where I'm moving to will continue to be Mountain Standard Time. So, all right, hit the like button, guys, and subscribe if you hadn't already. And be good to each other and stay safe out there. Catch you on the next one.